Morning students, last class I told how to find out equation of line when it is passing through a point and parallel to one vector in both vector and Cartesian forms. I told proof these two in theorem 1. Before that I told how to find out direction ratios and direction cosines. At the same time I told condition for to show collinear points in case of three-dimensional geometry which was belonging to geometrical condition for collinear points. Even I told how to find out direction cosines of all the sides of triangle ABC when all the vertices of triangle ABC are given. Today we will discuss about equation of line in both vector and Cartesian forms when it is passing through the 2 points. That is theorem 2. That is theorem 2 here. Theorem 2 means here equation of line when it is passing through the passing through the 2 points. It is also in both vector and Cartesian forms. That is, we have to give proof in both vector and Cartesian forms. So let us discuss about diagram here. First I will show the line is passing the 2 points. How we are showing diagrammatically. Here I am showing about diagram here 2 points here, and O is the fixed point here. O is the fixed point. This line is passing the 2 points A, B here. A of A bar here, and here B is the B of B bar here, and P is the general point here. P is any point, general point here. That is OP. OP means R bar. It is OA bar means A bar. It is R bar, and it is B bar here, directions here. How we are finding here equation of line when it is passing to the 2 points in both vector and Cartesian forms. First one is vector form. Vector form it is. Let the line is passing to the 2 points capital A and capital B with position vectors OA vector is equal to small letter A vector, OB vector is equal to small letter B vector. Let P be a general point on the line segment AB with position vector OP vector is equal to small letter R vector. Have taken here 3 points with position vectors of those 3 points. That is OA vector is small letter A vector, and OB vector is equal to small letter B vector, and OP vector is equal to small letter R vector. At the same time, if you can consider diagrammatically AP bar and AB bar, AP bar and AB bar, they are in the same directions, AP bar and AB bar. If those two vectors in same direction or parallel support, same support or parallel support, then we are calling those vectors are collinear vectors. By observing this diagram, AP vector and AB vector, they are in the same direction. That's what we are calling those two vectors are collinear vectors. That is AP vector and AB vector are in the same direction, Therefore AP vector and AB vector are collinear vectors, Therefore, whenever vectors are collinear, I told in formula, for example, let the A vector and B vector are said to be collinear, then the condition for them is A vector is equal to lambda into B vector, or B vector is equal to lambda into A vector. Here we have two vectors, they are AP vector and AB vector, and they are collinear in this diagram. That's what we can apply this formula, that is AP vector is equal to lambda into AB vector. AP vector is equal to lambda into AB vector. Convert these vectors into in terms of position vectors, like second position point vector minus first position vector points, like this. OP vector minus OA vector is equal to lambda into OB vector minus OA vector. OP vector is small letter R vector minus OA vector is small letter A vector. So lambda into B vector minus A vector here. Send minus A by that side, that is R vector is equal to A vector plus lambda of B vector minus A vector, which is always represents a vector equation of line when it is passing through the 2 points of position vectors. This is always represented as and calling as a vector form of equation of straight line. When we have to apply that formula means whenever a line passing through the 2 position vectors of points at a time, this formula will be useful to find a vector equation of a straight line. It is the Cartesian form of equation of a straight line. Next one is a Cartesian form. Cartesian form. Cartesian form of equation of straight line. Cartesian. To find Cartesian form of equation of straight line, we must use a vector form of equation of straight line. That is considered vector form of equation of straight line here. R vector is equal to A bar plus A vector plus lambda into B vector minus A vector. Here we use some concepts here. Let P is equal to x comma y comma z. That is OP vector is equal to R vector is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Next one is A is equal to x1 comma y1 comma z1. That is OA vector is equal to small letter A vector is equal to, just adopt this diagram here. A vector is equal to x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap. And next one is B is equal to, that is the position vector of the point capital A here. B is equal to x2 comma y2 comma z2. OB vector is equal to small letter B vector is equal to x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. It is the second position vector of the point capital B. Next one is, take this condition. In this condition is substitute all these here. Considered R vector is equal to A vector plus lambda into B vector minus A vector. R vector is x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. A vector is x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap plus lambda into B vector is x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap minus a cap minus a vector. Minus of means then all symbols will be changed here. Minus x1 I cap minus y1 j cap minus z1 k cap here. X I cap, send all these this side. X I cap minus x1 I cap, y j cap minus y1 j cap, z k cap minus z1 k cap is equal to lambda into, from these two take I cap common, then you will get x2 minus x1 I cap plus, from these two j cap take common, that is y2 minus y1 j cap plus, from these two take k cap common, z2 minus z1 k cap here. Close this bracket here. Here also take I cap common from these two, then you will get x minus x1 of I cap plus, from these two y minus y1 of j cap plus, from these two z minus z1 of k cap is equal to lambda in, you multiply all these three by lambda here, lambda of x2 minus x1 I cap plus lambda of y2 minus y1 of j cap plus lambda of z2 minus z1 of k cap here. Here if you can observe, this side also vector and this side also vector, and at the same time between these two equality symbol is there. Whenever these two vectors are equal, then we must comparing their corresponding coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap. Because equality symbol is there between these two vectors means we are calling those vectors are equal vectors. Whenever those two are equal vectors, then we must and should comparing their corresponding coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap. Like this, comparing coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap and k cap respectively. That is I cap quotients x minus x1 is equal to lambda of x2 minus x1 here is equal to, send this side, x minus x1 is equal to x1 is x1 by x2 minus x1 is equal to lambda. Equation number 1 is. Next one is comparing the j cap quotients. Y minus y1 is equal to here lambda of y2 minus y1 is equal to y minus y1 whole dividing by lambda of that is y2 minus y1 is equal to lambda. You represent this equation number 2. Next, last one is z minus z1 is equal to lambda of z2 minus z1. Send this side, z minus z1 by z2 minus z1 is equal to lambda. It is equation number 3. From equations 1, 2 and 3 we can write. From equations from equations 1, 2 and 3 we can write x minus x1 by x2 minus x1 is equal to y minus y1 dividing by y2 minus y1 is equal to z minus z1 whole dividing by z2 minus z1 is equal to lambda. It is the vector form of equation of straight line. This is vector form of equation of straight line. Before that I told vector form of equation of straight line. This is the Cartesian form of equation of straight line. With help of vector form of equation of straight line, we solve this Cartesian form of equation of straight line. That is the Cartesian form of equation of straight line is x minus x1 by x2 minus x1 is equal to y minus y1 whole dividing by y2 minus y1 is equal to z minus z1 whole dividing by z2 minus z1 is equal to lambda. When we are applying this formula means whenever a line must be passing through the only 2 points at the time, you have to apply this formula. First point you considered x1 y1 z1, second point you considered x2 y2 z2, and afterwards you have to substitute all the 6 values in this formula. You will get the Cartesian form of equation of straight line here. Next we'll solve some questions on this these two theorems at the same time. Before that, I'll tell you some important formulas with respect to direction ratios and direction cosines. With help of direction ratios and with help of direction cosines, how we are going to finding angle between the two lines. Angle between the two lines here. First one is notes. Number 1, if L1, M1, N1 and L2, M2, N2 are the direction cosines of the two lines, or the direction cosines of the two lines L1 is equal to 0 and L2 is equal to 0, then the angle between the two lines, the angle between the two lines is given by cos theta is equal to L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2. It is the formula to find the cosine of angle between the two lines with help of direction cosines. If you can know about direction cosines of two lines like L1 M1 N1 and L2 M2 N2 are the direction cosines of the two lines, then the cosine of angle between the two lines is given by cos theta is equal to L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2. By this, if we can give some important notes, case 1, we can use some cases here. Case 1, if L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equal to 0, then two lines are perpendicular to each other, that is L1 is perpendicular to L2. When this quantity is equal to 0, then cos theta is equal to 0, Then 0 is the value for which degree of cos function? Cos 90. Cos 90, cos gets cancelled, then theta is equal to 90 degree. That's what, whenever this quantity L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equal to 0, then two lines are perpendicular to each other. Case 2 here. If L1 by L2 is equal to M1 by M2 is equal to N1 by N2, then the lines are parallel. Then L1 is parallel to L2. If we can get this condition with help of direction cosines, easily we can tell they are parallel lines. At the time, angle between them is 0 degree. Angle between them is 0 degree. That is, here we will get 1. Then the 1 is the value for cos 0 degree. Cos theta is equal to cos 0 degree. Cos gets cancelled. Then theta is equal to 0 degree. That means in that case, we are calling those lines are parallel lines. Generally, we are seeing these two cases under direction cosines of the two lines. When the direction cosines are given means we have to apply this formula to get cosine of angle between the two lines. Based on that, we are going to writing these two cases. That is, this quantity is equal to 0 means then we are calling those two lines are perpendicular to each other. When if you can get this ratio equal with help of all direction cosines like this, L1 by L2 is equal to M1 by M2 is equal to N1 by N2, at a time we are calling those two lines are parallel lines. Next, second formula. If A1 comma B1 comma C1 and A2 comma B2 comma C2 are the direction ratios of two lines. Direction ratios of two lines, L1 is equal to 0 and L2 is equal to 0. Then cosine of angle, that is angle between the two lines. Then angle between the two lines. Angle between the two lines is given by cos theta is equal to A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 whole dividing by square root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into square root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. This is the formula to find the cosine of angle between the two lines when the direction ratios of the given two lines are given. Direction cosines are given means we have to apply this formula. Direction ratios are given means we have to apply this formula, that is cos theta is equal to A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 whole dividing by square root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into square root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Under this, we will give some notes or cases. Case 1. If numerator part, if A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 is equal to 0, then lines are perpendicular, then L1 is perpendicular to L2. L1 is perpendicular to L2. In this fraction, numerator part, this quantity is equal to 0 means 0 by some finite value is equal to 0. Then cos theta is equal to 0 means 0 is the which degree of cosine function we have to check here. Like that, if we can check means here we will get cos theta is equal to cos 90, then cos gets cancelled, then theta is equal to 90 will get. In that case, we are calling those two lines are perpendicular to each other. Case 2. If A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, then L1 is parallel to L2. Then L1 is parallel to L2. If you can get this quantity, that is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, at that time we are calling those two lines are parallel lines. That will get like this, the value becomes 1. 1 means have to check the 1 is the value for which degree of cosine function, that is cos theta is equal to cos 0, then cos gets cancelled, theta is equal to 0 degree. Whenever 0 degree means, in that case we are calling lines are parallel. When the lines are parallel, this quantity, lines are perpendicular, this quantity. These two are with respect to direction ratios, and these two are with respect to direction cosines. These are the, because why I am telling about all this, because we will use all these concepts to solve the problems on 11.2 exercise. Now let us, we'll start that 11.2 exercise questions on direction ratios and direction cosines here. .2 exercise. First question. Show that the three lines with direction cosines 12 by 13, 12 by 13, minus 3 by 13, minus 4 by 13. Next, second line. Second direction cosines are 12 by 13, 3 by 4 by 13, 12 by 13, 3 by 13, 4 by 13, 12 by 13, 3 by 13. And third line direction cosines are 3 by 13, minus 4 by 13, 12 by 13, 3 by 13, minus 4 by 13, 12 by 13. These are all these direction cosines. Cosines. It is L1. Solution for this is L1 first line direction cosines, second line direction cosines, and third line direction cosines. How to show that all the three lines are mutually perpendicular to each other? How they are mutually perpendicular to each other here? L1 is perpendicular to L2, and L2 is perpendicular to L3, and L1 is perpendicular to L3. Just now I told one condition under the direction cosines. When they are perpendicular to each other, whenever L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equal to 0, then only we are calling those two lines are perpendicular to each other. We have to apply this condition to each and every two lines. Let us now consider, we must take the two lines L1 and L2 here. Solution for this is consider L1 and L2 here first. L1 and L2 here. L1 direction cosines are here 12 by 13, minus 3 by 13, minus 4 by 13 here. Next here also one side L2 4 by 13, 12 by 13, 3 by 13. Consider this is L1, M1, N1. Here it is L2, M2, N2 here. Consider here condition, already I told for condition for perpendicularity, L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equal to 0 should get here. L1 L2 12 by 13 into 4 by 13 1 is plus minus 3 by 13 into 12 by 13 plus minus 4 by 13 3 by 13. Let us we'll check this here. 12 4s are 48 by 169 minus plus minus 36 by 169 minus into plus minus 12 by 169 48 by 169 minus denominator is same, they have same symbols, that's what directly we can add their numerators. Minus 336 minus 12 minus 48 by 169 and both are gets cancelled here, gets answer is 0. Therefore L1 is perpendicular to L2. L1 is perpendicular to L2 here. Now let us we'll discuss about next. L2 is perpendicular to L3. Next last one is L1 is perpendicular to L3. Like that to each and every two lines we have to check this condition, that is L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equal to 0 here. Let us consider about the two lines L2 and L3 here. Considered L2 and L3. L2 and L3 here. L2 is 4 by 13, 12 by 13, 3 by 13. You represent them L1, L2, L1, M1, N1 here. Next one is, next also we considered here, next direction cosines are L2 and L3 have taken 4 by 13, 12 by 13, 3 by 13. Next L3 3 by 13 minus 4 by 13 and 12 by 13 here. It is L2, M2, N2. Now consider, you apply this condition. Consider L1 L2 plus L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equal to 0. You have to check this condition for these two here. 4 by 13 L2 is 3 by 13 plus 12 by 13 into minus 4 by 13 plus 3 by 13 into last one is 12 by 13 fourth is 12 by 169 minus 48 by 169 plus 3 12 36 by 169. 12 plus 36 48. Denominator is same, directly we can add the numerators, like 12 plus 36 is 48 by 169, remaining is minus 48 by 169 and both are gets cancelled, then answer is equal to 0. Therefore L2 is perpendicular to L3. L1 is already we proved L1 is perpendicular to L2. Just now we proved L2 is perpendicular to L3. Now let us we considered about L1 and L3. L1 and L3 also we must to check here. There also, if you can get a perpendicular, then we can easily call them as L1, L2 and L3. Those three lines are mutually perpendicular to each other. Let us now, we are discussing about the two lines L1 and L3 also. Considered L1 and L3 here. Considered L1 and L3 here. L1 and L3. L1 is 12 by 13 minus 3 by 13 minus 4 by 13. Next one is L1 L3. L3 is 3 by 13 minus 4 by 13 and 12 by 13 here. You represent them these two as L1 comma M1 comma N1, L2 comma M2 comma N2 this. Considered L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equal to 0 here. L1 L2 12 by 13 into L2 is 3 by 13 plus M1 is minus 3 by 13, M2 is minus 4 by 13 plus last one is N1 into minus 4 by 13 into 12 by 13. 12 3 is 36 by 169 minus into minus plus 12 by 169 minus plus minus into plus minus 48 by 169. 36 plus 12 48 dividing by 169, that is 48 by 169, and both are gets cancelled here. The answer is 0. That's what here we can tell L1 is perpendicular to L3. L1 is perpendicular to L3. In all cases we got perpendicular conditions. Just we have finished all the three cases. In first case we got L1 is perpendicular to L2. In second case we got L2 is perpendicular to L3. Last third case we got L1 is perpendicular to L3. That means perpendicular means all the three lines are perpendicular to each. All the three lines are mutually perpendicular to each other. If we can get like that, we can call all the three lines must and should mutually perpendicular to each other. Next, second question. Second question. Show that the line through the points 1 minus 1 2 1 minus 1 2 3 comma 4 comma minus 2 3 comma 4 comma minus 2 is perpendicular to the line through the points. One more line here 0 comma 3 comma 2. That second point is of the second line 3 comma 5 comma 6. Two lines. One line is joining of 2 points, another line is joining of 2 points here. How to show L1 is perpendicular to L2. These two lines are perpendicular to each other. How to show here? How to apply direction ratios, or you can take direction cosines, or you can take as your wish. Now I am going to apply with help of direction ratios here. Solution for this question is consider direction ratios of L1. Second minus first here. 3 minus 1, 2. 4 minus half minus plus 1, 5. Minus 2 minus 2 minus 4. Considered it is A1 comma B1 comma C1. Next, direction ratios of L2, second line. 3 minus 0, 3. 5 minus 3, 2. 6 minus 2, 4. You consider it is the A2 comma B2 comma C2. You apply this condition. Considered A1 A2 plus B1 B2 C1 C2. How to apply this condition? If you can get this quantity value be 0, then we can tell the two lines are perpendicular to each other. Now let us, we are going to consider this value whether we are getting 0 or not here. A1 A2 means 2 into 3 plus B1 B2 5 into 2 plus minus 4 into 4 here. 2 3s are 6 plus 5 2s are 10 minus 16. 16 minus 16 gets cancelled. Therefore, perpendicular condition L1 is perpendicular to L2. That's what the given two lines are perpendicular to each other. Like that, we are going to checking the condition with respect to direction ratios and direction cosines here. Because here they give two lines, a line segment joining of these 2 points, a line segmenting join of these 2 points, and separately, that is individually, I have found out this direction ratios of L1 and direction ratios of L2. At the same time, we represent those letters A1 B1 C1 and A2 B2 C2 respectively of the two lines L1 and L2. Afterwards, I have taken condition for perpendicularity of two lines with respect direction ratios, that is A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2. When this quantity becomes 0, then only those two lines are perpendicular to each other. That's what I have taken this condition. At the same time, instead of those letters, I have substituted those numbers and finally we got 0. That's what finally we can tell that first line is perpendicular to second line, that is L1 is perpendicular to L2 or L2 is perpendicular to L1. That is the two lines are mutually perpendicular to each other. Next, second question. Next, third question is show that the line is through the points 4 7 8. First line points 2 3 4. Second point of first line is 2 comma 3 comma 4, and second line is minus 1 minus 2 1, minus 1 comma minus 2 comma 1, 1 comma 2 comma 5, 2 comma 5. They are parallel. They are asking show that the given two lines are parallel to each other. Solution is first L1, this is first line and it is the second line. In this case, they are asking whether L1 and L2 are parallel or not. And before this question, we proved they are perpendicular to each other. But in this question, they are asking parallel. Solution for this question is Consider direction ratios of L1. First one is direction ratios of L1. 2 minus 4 minus 2, 3 minus 7 minus 4, 4 minus 8 minus 4 here. Direction ratios of L2 here. Direction ratios L2 here. 1 minus of minus 1 plus 1, 2 here. 2 minus of minus 2 plus 2, 4 here. 5 minus 1, 4 here. At the same time, you consider them as first one is A1, B1, C1. Second one is A2, B2, C2 here. When I told cosine of angle between the two vectors with respect direction ratios, at the time I told two cases. One of the case for parallel lines is consider this condition you have to check here. A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. When all these three are equal, then we can tell those two lines are parallel to each other. Let us now we are checking whether those three are equal or not. Minus 2 by 2 is equal to minus 4 by 4 is equal to minus 4 by 4. All are gets cancelled here. It is minus 1 is equal to minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Minus minus gets cancelled. All 1 is equal to 1 is equal to 1. In all cases we are getting we got equal ratio and equal number, that is 1 is equal to 1 is equal to 1. Therefore easily we can tell L1 is parallel to L2. L1 is parallel to L2 here. When parallel means then angle between them is 0 degree. Like that we are showing a condition for two lines are perpendicular and condition for two lines are parallel. Like that I have finished the today problems on direction ratios and direction cosines. At the same time today I told one important theorem, that is the equation of line passing the 2 points. How we are getting the formula in case of vector form, how we are getting in case of Cartesian form. I told proof also. Next class we will solve the problems on theorem 1 and theorem 2 in both vector and Cartesian forms. Thank you very much.